Hi, it's Shelly Malone, integrative and functional dietitian and author of the book Inflamed, and this is video 4 in the anti-inflammatory lifestyle video series. And since last time I talked about nutrient deficiencies and the role they play in chronic illness and chronic inflammation, I thought it would be fitting to next talk about supplementation, but how to do it right. I'm a big believer that whenever possible, you should get your nutrients from food. And I don't think just taking a supplement can make up for not cleaning up your diet and lifestyle. However, I do think supplements play a critical role, especially if you have a health condition. For example, I literally wrote a book on the anti-inflammatory lifestyle and I take multiple supplements daily. But we just have to be smart about it. I see so many people spinning their wheels when it comes to their supplement regimen. So the first thing I want you to stop doing is buying your supplements at the grocery store. Granted, some natural food stores might have a selection of higher quality products than others, but in general, I would just avoid doing this. I think it's pretty widely known that supplements are not highly regulated, so the onus on making sure that they are safe and effective is completely on the manufacturer. So you want to make sure that you're buying from a manufacturer that you trust, is using good quality ingredients, and who has invested the money in doing clinical trials to make sure that their products are going to work. Purchasing cheap supplements can actually do more harm than good. They can contain a lot of synthetic additives or fillers known as excipients, or they can contain gluten or corn or soy or GMO, foods that you might be sensitive to and trying to avoid. So you could be working so hard on doing an elimination diet or cutting out foods you know you're sensitive to, only to find out that a supplement you're taking every day is a source of all of those ingredients. Another issue is that a cheap supplement may not be using the most absorbable form of a nutrient. A good example of this is folic acid, which is the synthetic isolated version of folate. So rather than using the absorbable form, folate, or a food-based product that includes folate in it, they're using folic acid, which is not absorbed well, not at all by many. So instead of that folate actually getting into your cells, it's just kind of floating around in your bloodstream and can actually cause more harm. So you're best off working with a practitioner that can give you specific recommendations and give you access to professional grade supplements. At the very least, look for a product where the nutrients are derived from a food source and make sure that they are free of gluten and dairy and corn and soy, GMOs, and other synthetic ingredients. And speaking of working with a practitioner, I strongly believe you should be working with one and do the appropriate testing before you start a supplement regimen. I see so many people, friends, clients that are taking this laundry list of supplements because they read something online or a friend told them that that really worked for them, but really they have no idea what their individual needs are, what they should be taking, and in the right dosages. You can be tested to find out what your specific micronutrient deficiencies are, and then either learn the foods that you can eat more of to replete that, or supplements in the right dosages to replete it. I would look for someone who does a functional type of testing where they're actually looking at the nutrients in your cells, knowing that you are absorbing and using those nutrients, rather than maybe a more conventional test where, again, it's just looking at the amount that's circulating in your blood. And you can also be tested for issues around hormones or gut health so that you know exactly the supplements that you really need. I know this can all sound expensive. Unfortunately, when you work with a functional practitioner, a lot of times that means that you're paying cash, which is a topic that breaks my heart, but that's for another day. And professional grade supplements can be a little more expensive, but you get what you pay for. And I firmly believe, especially if you're someone that's taking a lot of supplements and just kind of willy-nilly grabbing what you think you need, you will end up saving money by investing in seeing someone and the proper testing. And not to mention, you're likely going to see your results quicker, which is the point of all of this, right? I talk more about finding a progressive practitioner and what to ask them and supplementation in my book Inflamed, and I also do consultations myself. But some other great resources to hopefully find a practitioner that might be able to help you are the Institute of Functional Medicine, Dietitians in Integrative and Functional Medicine, or the American Association of Naturopathic Physicians. So I hope you found all of this helpful. For more resources and to make sure that you get access to future videos, please sign up for my email list at shelleymalone.com.